Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. And I say it's a special one. It is a very special one because we're going to be starting one of the major quest lines. We've done a lot of side quests since, what was the last big, I think it was the Thieves Guild quest line. It was the last major quest line that we did. We've done a lot of side quests since then. So, yeah, it feels good to be doing one of the main storylines. It was good to have a break as well, but for sure, I'm very much looking forward to the Dark Brotherhood quest line. And hopefully you are as well. Quick recap of what we did last time, before I forget and trail off into Dark Brotherhood land. We completed another Shivering Isles side quest. We actually didn't stay there for as long as I thought we would. But I think in a couple of the episodes, we completed like 2 quests in an episode instead of the normal one, because a couple of the quest lines were just literally a conversation away from completing. So yeah. We weren't there for that long, but we did quite a few side quests. We got got a lot of good stuff, and I think we're definitely not done in the Shivering Isles. We'll definitely be returning there a few times to finish off a quest there, but it was good to return there and fight off the unique creatures that were there. But on to what we're doing now, which is the Dark Brotherhood questline. And I said this in the last episode, but I don't even remember which episode it was when Lucian LeChance came to me. I'm assuming it was at some point after I did the Shivering Isles main quest. Because my journal's arranged in order of when I got certain quests, and this one was after I got a lot of the side quests in the Shivering Isles, so I assume I accidentally killed someone there. I don't know. But yeah, Lucian LeChance came to me in my sleep, invited me to the Assassin's Guild known as the Dark Brotherhood. In fact, let me just read the quest log. That would make more sense. So while sleeping, I was visited by Lucian LeChance, a representative of the Assassin's Guild, known as the Dark Brotherhood. He said that if I wished to join his family, I must go to the Innerville Omen, find a man named Rufio, and kill him. If I simply leave Rufio alone, LeChance will never visit me again. Oh, that would be a shame. We do love Lucian LeChance's company. He does pick his moments, such as when you're sleeping. But definitely a fun guy to be around, that's for sure. As we're going to find out in the questline, minor spoiler alert. Alright, so we want to go to the Innerville Omen, which is somewhere between the Imperial City and Leywyn. We've got a landmark not too far away. Wait, is my doggy here? Ah, my doggy usually follows me here. Don't know what happened to him. Oh, there he is. Just another skin hound. It should really be my skinned hound, but what are you going to do? You're going to witness something that will change your life. In fact, you might even help me do it. Oh. Well, I guess we're fighting a Minotaur. And a Will-O-the-Wisp. Kill the Will-O-the-Wisp immediately. There we go. Is my doggy dead? Oh, my doggy's dead. You monsters. Well, that lasted 2 seconds, but to be fair, skinned hounds aren't very strong, so he was never going to last long. Yeah, not a Minotaur lord, I used to. Regular old Minotaur. I'm glad he at least distracted the Will-O-the-Wisp. We don't like Will-O-the-Wisps. Oh, you don't even have a hound tooth. Disappoint me. Well, a couple of episodes ago, our Golden Saint escort died, and today our skinned hound died. Very, very sad. But since we are doing Dark Brotherhood quests, it probably suits us more to go solo. It is, after all, an Assassin's Guild. So, having a loud, noisy dog around, which probably smells very bad. Not that I smell great. I mean, my character's never taken a shower. But to be fair, this rain is sort of acting as a shower, so we'll allow it. Yes. Ooh, what's that over there? Oh, is that like an Oblivion gate that used to exist? Still got that fiery glow. I mean, my map's saying it's an Oblivion gate, so I'm going to trust my map on that one. Oh, and there's Daedra around it too. Good old Storm Atronax. I don't like the hilly terrain here, but it definitely gives him an advantage. Wait, I hear a god. Or, well, an Imperial of some kind. There we go. Their stagger animation is weird. It's hard to tell that it's actually a stagger. Did I actually have help there? I heard a god in the distance saying take that. Gonna assume someone was out there helping me. Yeah, I guess even when the Oblivion gates are closed, Daedra can still spawn around them. Seems weird. I'm quite low actually. I don't know how I quite got that low. Shouldn't be too much of a concern for this quest though. Nope, here we are. The Inn of Ill Omen. And let's see what's going on. Let me put my sword away. I wouldn't want to be, seen as aggressive on this mission to kill someone. We'll have a look around though. Know your environment. Number one tip for an assassin. Study the terrain, study the environment, know what's around. See a trapdoor to the private quarters, that's interesting. Obviously the barkeeper's over there. Couple of locked doors. Okay. Alright. Mannheim Mohan.
A spotted snow bear, a customer.
Guessing business isn't too great over here.
We got plenty of rooms if you want one. Ain't nobody staying here these days except old Rufio.
Oh, so he's alone, is he? Well, I can keep him some company.
Take your time.
He loves me already because I'm a customer.
What? Don't make me... Is that so? I see.
Well, we don't need a bed, so we won't ask him about a bed. We can buy stuff
Can
off
I
him,
interest you in some of my...
Apprentice. What are you saying at 74%? Yes, apparently. 77?
You're trying to draw...
Okay, pushing it a little bit. 76. There we go, magic number.
A bargain. And
See, this is smart. I'm buying all the food so Rufio can't eat any. So the only thing he'll have to fill his stomach is a bunch of alcohol. That will weaken him and make him easy prey for me.
Thank you for your patronage.
Okay. Tell me about the Inn of Ill Omen. Seems a weird name for an inn, huh?
That's a horrible name for an inn, I know, but I just can't bring myself to change it. Besides, I like the sign.
Gotta respect that. Though it definitely is ironic given the nature of our visit. Just tell me about this Rufio guy. I mean, you mentioned him first.
Rufio? He's an old codger. Been living here for a couple of weeks now. If you ask me, he's hiding from something. But what do I care? He pays his tab.
Hiding from something?
His room is downstairs.
Interesting.
In what I like to call the private quarters. Use that hatch in the floor over there. But don't expect a warm reception.
Well, Thank you for telling me the exact location of my target. I mean, thank you for telling me about this person that I will
Goodbye, my friend.
talk to and be friends with.
Remember, you're always welcome here.
I appreciate that, Mannheim. Next time I have someone to kill, I'll make sure to visit once again. Oh yeah, quick note about Mannheim. If I'm right, I think Mannheim's a bit of a shady character, and he's someone that might actually buy your stolen goods. I mean, normally you have to be in a thieves guild for that sort of connect. I mean, I think you also have, if you have the Deep Scorn Hollow DLC, I think the guy that sells you the upgrades for that would also buy your stolen goods. But if you only have the base game, I think this guy's one of the few merchants that will buy your stolen goods outside the Thieves Guild. But he only has 50 gold, so can't exactly sell very expensive stuff. Alright, well, we'll say hello to Mr. Rufio. And a locked door. We don't want to intrude. Unless Rufio's in there, we don't know. Our quest marker suggests he's not in there, so... Oh, this door's wide open, the one with someone in it. And there's an old man lying in a bed. How about that? Yeah, we don't want to steal, we don't want to break any laws here now, do we? I want to save a game. Because I actually want to chat to Rufio. I mean, I could just, you know, give him a quick dip. But I want to find out some more about him.
Who are you? What do you want? I ain't done nothing.
I didn't say you did anything. Yeah, I don't want to give away the nature of my visit. I'm just going to say nothing.
Just go away.
Well, that wasn't as smooth as I wanted it to be. I didn't think he was actually going to run if I said nothing. But, yeah. I think Rufio starts with like 1 HP. So, any character can kill him with 1 hit, basically. But it wasn't the best assassin work, but I did want to chat to Rufio and see if he had any interesting dialogue. Anyway, the man named Rufio is dead. The next time I sleep in a location he deems secure, Lucy and LeChance will visit me once more and complete my entrance into the Dark Brotherhood. Gee, where do you think is secure? Right, we're not stealing, but we are looting his dead body, okay? Where do you think Lucy and LeChance would deem secure? Do you think maybe the bed that Rufio was sleeping in would be deemed secure? I mean, I've just killed a guy, and I'm sleeping right next to the dead body. Yeah, I think that's secure.
So, the deed is done. How do I know this? You'll find that the Dark Brotherhood knows a great many things, for you are now part of the family.
Yeah, don't lie, Lucian. You just frequent this bar regularly and you just happened to check while you were here. Don't say you know everything. Although, it is a good question. Like, how does he know? Yeah, might as well go all in. My life of a brotherhood.
Indeed. For the slaying of Rufio was the signing of a covenant. The manner of execution, your signature. Rufio's blood. The ink.
So poetic, Lucian.
As a speaker of the Black Hand, I directly oversee a particular group of family members. You will join that group and fulfill any contracts given. You must now go to the city of Cheydinhal, to the abandoned house near the eastern wall. Enter the basement and attempt to open the black door.
We'll have a blue door.
You will be asked a question.
No? Okay.
Answer thusly. Sanguine, my brother. You will gain entrance to the sanctuary. Once inside, speak with Ochiva. We must now take our leave of each other, you and I, for there is much work to be done. I'll be following your progress. Welcome to the family.
Yeah, Lucian's VA definitely kills it. I mean, obviously compared to most of the other NPCs, Lucian is done very uniquely, which I appreciate. But yeah, definitely a good job. He definitely nails the creepy assassin character to a T. Tell me about this. Tell me more about this covenant.
Know this: every dark brother and sister is a child of Sithis.
Oh.
He whom we call Sithis has many other names: Chaos, Doom, Discord.
Link below.
Sithis is the Void. We of the Dark Brotherhood serve the Night Mother, who is the bride of Sithis. The Night Mother rules her children with a terrible black hand. The Black Hand is the ruling body of the Dark Brotherhood. It is made up of one listener and 4 speakers. 4 fingers and a thumb, if you will.
Pretty clever.
As a member of the Dark Brotherhood, you must abide by the 5 tenets. They are the laws that guide and protect us.
Right, so apparently I was born, like everyone in the Dark Brotherhood has Sithis as their father and the Night Mother as their mother. That makes sense. I mean, I don't know who my mother and father are. My character's family was never explained in great detail, so I suppose that loose end is tied up. Ooh, a bunch more stuff has opened up. So what are the 5 tenets?
The 5 tenets are as follows. Tenet 1. Never dishonor the Night Mother. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis.
That doesn't sound good.
Tenet 2. Never betray the Dark Brotherhood or its secrets. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis.
Yeah.
Tenet 3. Never disobey or refuse to carry out an order from a Dark Brotherhood superior. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis. Tenet 4. Never steal the possessions of a Dark Brother or Dark Sister. To do so is to invoke the wrath
Wrath of
of
Sithis.
Sithis.
I was not expecting that.
Tenet 5. Never kill a Dark Brother or Dark Sister. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis.
Yeah, makes sense. Quick question, Lucian. What happens if a superior Dark Brotherhood member tells me to steal or kill from one of my colleagues, huh? What do I do then? Because I'm not allowed to refuse the order, apparently, but then it's a bit of a contradiction there, my friend. But yeah, those rules make sense. Let me not risk you killing me by making fun of them. What do you know about Rufio?
Rufio lies dead. Well done. The family will now welcome you with open arms.
Nice. Rumors?
Dear brother, I do not spread rumors. I create them.
Damn, Lucian, okay. That's one of the most badass lines. In Oblivion, for sure. Civis.
How does one best describe our dread father? Imagine a perfect, cloudless midnight, cold as winter ice and shrouded in shadow. That is Sithis.
Alright. Think I've got a good idea.
You are now one with the Dark Brotherhood. Visit Ochiva at the Chedenhall Sanctuary, and your new life will begin.
Alright, sounds good. He just goes invisible and walks off. I mean, I can see him, but apparently no one else can. Okay, so the quest actually isn't complete until we go over to the Chedenhall Dark Sanctuary and meet up with Ochiva. So we'll do that. See you later, Mannheim. If you see... If a smell starts coming out from the private quarters, Yeah, it wasn't me, okay? Right, so let's go to Shadenhall. To the East Gate. Such a cheery morning. God, cheery mornings make my character sick. Oh, I forgot to alchemy with all the stuff that I bought from Mannheim. How uncharacteristic of me. Okay, so we're looking for an abandoned... Did he say an abandoned house? Yes, the abandoned house. And open the door in the basement. Okay, simple enough.
What is it now?
Hey, Shadenhall God, how's it going, buddy? Hey. I'm just gonna go and enter this abandoned house. Apparently I'm allowed to, even though it's locked. Okay. This place looking a bit worse for wear. Hence the abandoned part. We have a tan jug. Mysterious. Puncture broken boxes. Yes, I know we need to go to the basement. But we will take our time to explore first. Get into some good habits. A metal tankard. Ooh. All kinds of crazy stuff going on here. A metal plate, a singular bread loaf, probably rotting away with mold, but it's okay. We're a master alchemist. We know how to turn that moldy bread into something delicious. God, I wish I had that skill in real life. Not that moldy bread in particular is a problem for me, but just the ability to create good food out of stuff is good, no? Huntsman leather. Okay, bunch of clothes. Metal tankard and a book. The Waters of Oblivion. Worth 75 gold. Looks like a rare one. I'm not sure if we've read this one. We might have ourselves a little bit of a reading session here. We have not read this one. Okay. The Waters of Oblivion. Waters of Oblivion. 120 numbered ages in the void that fated folk had grown deep-schooled in evil. Then the bright gods resolved to punish those faithless spirits and shatter the unruly caitiffs, those huge, unholy scavers, loathsome to the light. They repented exceedingly that they had gazed upon Oblivion, and seen there the first of dark kin, and welcomed them as brothers and sisters. The principalities of victory beheld how great was the wickedness of the wayward spirits, and saw that they were bold in sin and full of wiles. They resolved then to chasten the tribes of Daedra, and smite Darkkind with hammer in hand. But ever shall darkness contest the light, and great were the powers that breathed the void and laid waste upon one another, and no oath might bind them. So deep were they in envy and perfidy, for once the portals are opened, who shall shut them upon the rising tide? Hold on, let me... That's it? Alright, very short book. Trying to figure out... I'm probably being stupid here, but I'm trying to figure out what the book's explaining exactly. Obviously, it's talking about Oblivion, so it's... And, I mean, the book's called The Waters of Oblivion. Is this just how Oblivion Gates, or Oblivion, the domain, just created? I'm not really sure. I'm going to take the book and maybe study it some more later. Maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, not too much going on in this house, but... Obviously, we're looking for the basement. Alright, mysterious barrels, cloths, and repair hammers, clay cups and quills, a metal tankard on a shelf. Some barrels we can loot. Nice. A single gold piece. Caliper's broom, flax tunic pickaxe. Ah, an empty chest. Biggest disappointment in an Elder Scrolls game. did check these ones. Alright, and then we just go down here. We see an eerie red light. Another broken chest, some skulls. I wonder who actually died here. Or did someone put them here for decor? Either way, definitely suits a motif. And look, here is a mysterious door with a painting of what I assume is the Night Mother and a bunch of children, and the Night Mother's carrying a knife. Well, I'll let you figure out what's going on there. But before we try and enter the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary, can I just say how is it possible that no one else apart from the Dark Brotherhood is aware this place exists? I mean, there's an abandoned house. You'd think someone, like a guard or someone, would have investigated this place and maybe, I don't know, looked into the basement and saw this big scary door. I don't know. Just a thought.
What is the color of night?
Say nothing and walk away. Sanguine, my brother. Of course, if you just come across this place without having done your Dark Brotherhood initiation, your only option is to say nothing and walk away. But of course, we can say, Sanguine, my brother. Alright, so that was a very quick loading screen. I don't know if you want to go back and pause it, but it actually said something about the fact that it's rumoured that the Count of Shadenhal actually does know that the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary exists in Shadenhal, but he's been bribed and threatened to keep his mouth shut about it. So I suppose that's one way, perhaps, that maybe the Count himself is forbidding his guards and anyone from entering the house. So, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I've gained entrance into the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. I must now speak with Ochiva. Okay, let's go and do that. Oh, thank you. And, are you going to talk to me? Of course you're going to talk to me.
Greetings, brother. Greetings. I am Ochiva, mistress of this sanctuary. Lucien has told me all about you. I welcome you to the Dark Brotherhood. You stand now in our sanctuary. May it serve as your new home, a place of comfort and security whenever the need arises.
Sounds good
When
to me.
you're ready for work, go and speak with Vicente Valtieri. He handles all assignments for new family members. But before you go, please accept this gift from your new family. A unique set of armor, lighter than normal leather and black as the void.
Oh, cool.
Now, I've kept you long enough. Vicente is waiting. You'll find him in his quarters. Go now, my child, and may Sithis go with you.
Sweet. So you got a shrouded armor, a shrouded hood. I mean, I know, but you could probably guess that's the kind of stuff that these guys and girls are all wearing. So nice, we're already part of the team.
For
sell
you,
some equipment.
of course.
Ochiva loves us, like literally is in love with us, which is fine. Okay, so we can talk to her about a bunch of stuff too. What about Lucien?
Lucien isn't here very often. His duties with the Black Hand keep him very busy, so he trusts me to keep the sanctuary in order.
Alright, tell me about the Night Mother.
To employ the services of the Dark Brotherhood, one must perform a ritual to the Night Mother. Only then will she heed their prayers for murder. It is an ancient rite, this Black Sacrament. All across the Empire, every day, people beseech the Night Mother to take the lives of others. After a person performs the ritual, they are contacted by a speaker. Gold is exchanged, and the details worked out. So it has always been.
Very interesting. So, I don't know. I mean, my character doesn't know, but I know. So, when we killed Rufio because someone wanted him dead, and they performed this ritual to the Night Mother to try and get it done. And then the speaker, which is one of the fingers of the Black Hand, of which Lucien Lachance is one of them, arranges all the details. I assume they come down to the sanctuary and tell someone, hey, we need this guy dead, get someone on the job, and then someone gets given the job. So, nice little insight into the inner workings of the Brotherhood. Tell me a rumor.
I've heard some talk. This past year, some family members have been found murdered. Could there be an assassin among assassins?
Well, that's what you want to hear on your first day. Yeah. Definitely not what you want to hear on your first day at the Dark Brotherhood. But to be fair, it kind of makes sense. I mean, obviously they're forbidden from breaking the tenets, but if no one catches you, then what are they going to do? But it does make sense for assassins to start killing each other. Then they get all the good contracts, right? And they get rich. And obviously anyone joining a guild of assassins isn't exactly have high moral fiber. Except us, of course. We're angels. We can't do a thing wrong. Tell me about this sanctuary.
Ours is not the only Dark Brotherhood sanctuary. There are others hidden throughout Cyrodiil, each one overseen by a Speaker of the Black Hand.
Neat. Civis?
Those fools in the church and their so-called 9 divines. There is no divinity beyond the eternal and terrible rule of our dread father Sithis.
Well, I think a lot of people would disagree. But, fair enough.
Go now, dear family member, and may the Night Mother wrap you in her cold, loving embrace.
Sounds good. Alright, so we have done A Knife in the Dark now. So that quest is complete, but before we go, I do want to have a look around the sanctuary. Maybe meet some people. Maybe read some books. We've got some literature around here, which is pretty cool. The 5 tenets. I don't even know if we've read the 5 tenets. We have not. So that's a new one to our collection. I mean, Lucian basically read this to us, but we're going to read it just for completion's sake. The 5 tenets. Tenet 1. Never dishonor the Night Mother. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis. Tenet 2. Never betray the Dark Brotherhood or its secrets. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis. Tenet 3. Never disobey or refuse to carry out an order from a Dark Brotherhood superior. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis. Tenet 4. Never steal the possessions of a dark brother or dark sister. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis. Tenet 5. Never kill a dark brother or dark sister. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis. Alright, just in case we weren't clear on that. There's a ladder to Shadenhull here. The well is securely locked from above and cannot be accessed without the proper key. Well, I knew that. So that's interesting. There's a little shortcut. There's a little Dark Guardian with a nice little glass war axe over here, walking around, protecting us. Neat. Some more literature over here. Brief History of the Empire. Have we read that collection? I believe so, but we might be missing one. Volumes 1, 2, and 4, we've read them all. Okay, well, we'll take them anyway. What else? Guide to the Imperial City, the Wolf Queen V6. That seems like something we wouldn't have read, and is probably a skill book. And it isn't something we've read, so we're going to read it. Now we'll take this guide. We've done all the guides, right? I think we've done all the guides at some point. Oh, we have... Oh, no, we have done... Yeah, we have done Imperial City. The Wolf Queen V6. Not a skill book. Okay. I definitely need to write down these books that I've been reading, though. Hopefully I remember to do that after the recording, The Wolf Queen, Book 6 by Warren Jarth. From the pen of Inzolicus, 2nd century sage. 3rd era 120. The 15-year-old Empress Quintira Septim II, daughter of Antiochus, was coroneted on the 3rd day of First Seed. Her uncles, Magnus, king of Lilmoth, and Sepphoris, king of Gelain, were in attendance, but her aunt Patima, the Wolf Queen of Solitude, had been banished from the court. Once back in her kingdom, Queen Patima began assembling the rebellion, which was to be known as the War of the Red Diamond. All the allies she had made over the years of disgruntled kings and nobles joined forces with her against the new Empress. The first early strikes against the Empire were entirely successful. Throughout Skyrim and northern High Rock, the Imperial army found themselves under attack. Patima and her forces washed over Tamriel like a plague, inciting riots and insurrections everywhere they touched. In the autumn of the year, the loyal Duke of Glenpoint on the coast of High Rock sent an urgent request for reinforcements from the Imperial army, and Quintira, to inspire the resistance of the Wolf Queen, led the army herself. 3rd era 121. "We don't know where they are," said the Duke, deeply embarrassed. "I've sent scouts all over the countryside. I can only assume that they retreated up north upon hearing of your army's arrival." "I hate to say it, but I was hoping for a battle," said Quintira. "I'd like to put my aunt's head on a spike and parade it around the Empire. Her son Uriel and his army are right on the border to the Imperial province, mocking me. How are they able to be so successful? Are they just that good in battle, or do my subjects truly hate me?" She was tired after many months of struggling through the mud of autumn and winter. Crossing the Dragontail Mountains, her army nearly marched into an ambush. A blizzard snap in the normally temperate barony of Dwinan was so unexpected and severe that it must certainly have been caused by one of Patima's wizard allies. Everywhere she turned, she felt her aunt's touch, and now her chance of facing the Wolf Queen at last had been thwarted. It was almost too much to bear. "It is fear, pure and simple," said the Duke. "That is her greatest weapon." "I need to ask," said Quintira, hoping that by sheer will she could keep her voice from revealing any of the fear the Duke spoke of. "You've seen the army. Is it true that she had summoned a force of undead warriors to do her bidding?" "No, as a matter of fact, it's not true, but she certainly fosters that rumor. Her army attacks at night, partly for strategic reasons, and partly to advance fears like that. She has, so far as I know, no supernatural aid other than the standard battle mages and nightblades of any modern army." "Always at night," said Quintira thoughtfully. "I suppose that's to disguise their numbers." "And to move her troops into position before we're aware of them," added the Duke. "She's a master of the sneak attack. When you hear a march to the east, you can be certain she's already on top of you from the south. But listen, we'll discuss this all tomorrow morning. I prepared the castle's best rooms for you and your men." Quintira sat in her tower suite, and by the light of a moon and a single tallow candle, she penned a letter to her husband-to-be, Lord Modellus, back in the Imperial City. She hoped to be married to him in the summer at the Blue Palace her grandmother Quintilla had loved so much, but the war may not permit it. As she wrote, she gazed out the window of the courtyard below at the haunted leafless trees of winter. Two of her guards stood on the battlements several feet away from one another. Just like Modellus and Quintira, she thought, and proceeded to expound on the metaphor in her letter. A knock on the door interrupted her poetry. "A letter, your majesty, from Lord Modellus," said the young courier, handing the note to her. It was short, and she read it quickly before the courier had a chance to retire. "I'm confused by something. When did he write this?" "1 week ago," said the courier. "He said it was urgent that I make it here as quickly as possible, while he mobilized the army. I imagine they've left the city already." Quintira dismissed the courier. Modellus said that he had received a letter from her, urgently calling for reinforcements to the battle at Glenpoint. But there was no battle at Glenpoint, and she had only just arrived today. Then who wrote the letter in her handwriting, and why would they want Modellus to bring a second army out of the Imperial City into High Rock? Feeling a chill from the night air at the window, Quintira went to shut the latch. The two guards on the battlements were gone. She leaned over at the sound of a muffled struggle behind one of the barren trees, and did not hear the door open. When she turned, she saw Queen Patima and Menton, Duke of Glenpoint, in the room with a host of guards. "You move quietly, aunt," she said after a moment's pause. She turned to the Duke. What turned you against your loyalty to the Empire? Fear? And gold, said the Duke simply. What happened to my army? Asked Kintira, trying to look Pratima steadily in the face. Is the battle over so soon? All your men are dead, smiled Pratima. But there was no battle here. Merely quiet and efficient assassination. There will be battles ahead, against Modelis in the Dragon-Tail Mountains, and against the remnants of the Imperial army in the city. I'll send you regular updates on the progress of the war. So I am to be kept here as your hostage? Asked Kintira flatly, suddenly aware of the solidity of the stones and the great height of her tower room. Damn you, look at me. I am your empress. Think of it this way. I'm taking you from being a fifth-rate ruler to a first-rate martyr, said Pratima with a wink. But I understand if you don't want to thank me for that. And that's it. Interesting. So that's the story of Queen Pratima, who I think I know there's a quest related to her in Skyrim, but I don't remember the details. My Skyrim knowledge is spotty at best, but I'm sure one day we'll get around to that. But yeah, interesting story there, Queen Pratima, the Wolf Queen. Interesting character. Got guides to Shadenhell, of course. You've got to know the city you're in, and guides to Leowyn. So already read those.
But why, sister? What's the point?
I've heard so much
bother
about
with
you.
all that sneaking
Welcome
and
to our
skulking?
family.
My dear Gogrun, you are a life-taker for the Dark Brotherhood. Our very existence relies on shadow and deception. Do you not value our secrets?
Yes, of course I value our secrets, and I've never betrayed them. But using stealth
I am
to
honored
kill,
by your presence.
it's just so
How can Ochiva
weak.
be of assistance?
But brother, what of the contracts that require subtlety? You must at least strive to earn the bonuses that are offered.
Bonuses? Useless, I say. Gold and magical trinkets are no substitute for the freedom to slaughter anyone I please, at any time.
Oh, Gogrun! Your methods may be crude, but your heart is always in the right place. It is an honor to make your acquaintance.
Interesting. So that conversation is programmed to happen. All the other guys we were going to talk to left. Kind of sad about that. Hey, before you go,
Warmest
Telendril.
welcomes to you. I am Telendril, Wood Elf, and loyal daughter of Sithis. I hope you find our sanctuary to your liking.
Yeah, you got some good books around here.
Please, go on. Don't talk. I doubt it.
Wait, am I messing this up?
I doubt it. I can't. What nonsense! That's a. Don't. I see.
Alright, you tell me about Lucian.
Actually, Lucian did not try to recruit me. Not at first. He tried to kill me. My father wanted me dead, and he hired the Dark Brotherhood to do it.
Ouch.
I escaped from Lucian, and paid my father back for his treachery. Lucian came to me again that night with an offer I just couldn't refuse.
That's pretty impressive. Like, Lucian seems like a pretty... Well, he's a pretty high-ranking member of the Dark Brotherhood, so to escape from him and kill the person that hired him... Telendra must have some serious skills. Would I want to fight with her? Night
Our
Mother?
lady is surely an ancient and powerful elf. Someday, when I am listener of the Black Hand, I will look upon her beautiful and unholy form.
Interesting. Elf supremacy. I wonder when that will come up in the future. Rumors?
Oh, I shouldn't. Well, all right. Gogrun had a pet rabbit as a child. He petted the thing so hard he crushed its skull. What a brute!
I wonder if that's actually an Of Mice and Men reference, because for those who don't know what Of Mice and Men is, it's a book that a lot of students our age had to study in English. And there's a character called Lenny who's just freakishly strong and dumb, and he accidentally kills a rabbit he was petting. So I'm wondering if that's a reference to that. If it is, kudos. And I'm glad I was able to get it, but in my head it's a reference. Tell me about the sanctuary.
In truth, I miss the towering elms of my native Valenwood. But I was banished from there long ago for deeds I don't care to discuss. This is my home now.
I guess everyone has their reason for being here. I mean, if your own dad wanted you dead, I can't imagine what you could have done. Civis?
Long ago, in an age now forgotten, Sithis came to the Night Mother and begat her 5 sons.
That must be the kids on the door.
So you see, his love gave birth to the Dark Brotherhood.
Good old Civis, a nice loving dude.
May your arrows always strike true.
Hold up,
Welcome, welcome to the family. I'd hug you, but Ochiva told me not to.
Yeah, you got some serious Daedric gear on, and I definitely think you'd probably
Please,
cause
go
some
on.
serious pain if you hugged me. What do you know about Lucian?
I once saw Lucian deal with an insubordinate brother, someone who had broken the tenets. It took me a week to get the blood off my boots.
Wow, you spent a whole week doing that? Damn. Guy must have had some serious stainage on his, well, stained blood, I guess. Move on, Night Mother.
I don't know who the Night Mother is, but she pays me to kill people. My own mother should have loved me so much.
Good old Doran, he just loves to kill. As we gathered from that conversation he just had with Telendril. Rumors?
Hey, I don't like to tell stories, but Telendril and me, you know, don't believe me. I've got her undergarments to prove it.
Alright. Gogren likes to brag about his success with the ladies. Yeah. So you notice Telendril's rumor was to do with Gogren as well. And of course they had that conversation. Some mild flirting going on, but apparently they've already done the nasty, and I think no more needs to be said about that. Each to their own. Sanctuary?
You know what they say? Home is where you hang your enemy's head.
Yeah, I suppose. Not sure that's quite what they said, but... Civis?
Truthfully, I've never really understood who or what Sithis really is. As long as I obey the tenets and fulfill my contracts, I guess he's happy.
Fair enough. I guess, yeah, it does seem weird, like, for an Assassin's Guild to worship deities so heavily. Gogren's a bit like, I don't care, I just want to kill people. Which I suppose is the attitude I was expecting from a lot of people.
Happy hunting, my brother.
You too, my dude. Yeah, so I guess everyone else who was sort of positioned here to meet us sort of disappeared when that conversation started. But we'll meet them all soon enough. Uchiva's over here. This count as stealing? Apparently not. I'm gonna save just in case. So trapdoor. This I think takes you to Vicente's house. We don't need to do that though. We can still explore a little bit. Alright, got a little downstairs area as well.
Get away from me.
Oh, nice to meet you too, Mirage Da.
If it isn't the newest member of the family. Let's get one thing straight. The tenants prevent me from killing you, but I don't have to like you. I'll sell you equipment, but only because Ochiva is making me. This family doesn't need any outsiders.
Yep. Mirage Da is gonna be that guy.
Bye, Sithis. I don't have all day.
Yeah,
Hurry it up.
Yeah, he's very, very unwelcoming. And this spell he sells, the unwelcome guest, pretty much sums me up at the moment. Yeah, I don't think we need to be buying any spells. We're good. We don't even have an option to make him like us more, which is kind of sad.
Bye, Citis. I don't have all day. Hurry it up.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff though. Poison apples. Oh, disposition 66. Not too bad. Go with 70. I do want to buy poison apples. Because you never know when those come in handy. He has a copy of the 5 tenets, of course. We're good with lockpicks and repair hammers.
Just take your trinkets and go.
Okay. Rumors?
I have it on good authority that the newest addition to the Brotherhood is an annoying whelp, unworthy of licking my boots. How's that for gossip?
Nice, you got me there, Mirage Star. You got me there.
Foul-smelling ape.
Yeah, move along, buddy. You don't have to be friends. Alright, so this is Vicente Valtieri, our now good friend. I'm going to save again, just in case anything I take from here.
Ah, here you are. So good to finally meet you.
Oh yeah, good to meet you too, buddy. I'll grab that. I'm going to assume if anything's locked, I'm not allowed to take it, but anything else is fair game. I can even go into his desk. Vicente's note to Achiever. Ooh. Spicy gossip. Achiever. Damn that young fool Antoinetta and her experimental recipes. As if the stench of her cooking weren't bad enough. Last week she made a particularly offensive dish consisting of mandrake, onions, and garlic. Garlic! I have told her repeatedly of the danger this plant poses to me, but she has obviously not heeded my warnings. It is strange this reaction I have to garlic. In all my wanderings, in all my research, I have never encountered another vampire thusly affected. It is true that some popular lore holds that all vampires have an inherent weakness to garlic, but this is simply not the case. My situation, as far as I can tell, is unique. If I were to somehow come into contact with garlic, if it in some way came to be on my person, the results could be catastrophic. I would most certainly suffer from a loss of strength and stamina, and fear my resistance to magic would be nearly completely nullified. So please, O'Chiever, as mistress of this sanctuary, I beg you to keep Antoinetta on a tighter leash. I love her as a sister, of course, but cannot be held accountable for my actions should she continue to disregard my own personal safety. The tenets clearly state that one family member may not kill another, but I don't need to remind you that there is no restriction against draining Antoinetta of a few pints of precious life's blood. Vicente. Damn. So, some tensions in Sanctuary, huh? So yeah, Antoinetta seems like to be a bit of an alchemist. Her name is Antoinetta Marie, by the way, which is meant to be like a play on Marie Antoinette. And apparently Vicente has a problem with garlic. Let's say. But apparently that problem is unique to Vicente, and it's not necessarily a vampire problem. Oh, by the way, if you hadn't noticed, Vicente's a vampire. Not really a spoiler. I mean, as soon as we talk to him, it's pretty obvious. He even admits it. Like I said, no one here has any particular moral fibers. They're part of an Assassin's Guild, so it is what it is. But yeah, so apparently he has a weakness to garlic. And apparently if you get on his bad side, he'll suck your blood in your sleep. So that's good to know. She didn't seem to mind me reading that out in front of him. And of course he sleeps on a stone slab. Why would you not? Okay, so this is his chest. I'm assuming if I go into this, it counts as stealing. So we are not going to do that. We will meet Vicente.
Here you are. So good to finally meet
Yeah,
you.
if you didn't figure out he was a vampire, I don't know for you, to be honest.
Warmest greetings to you. I trust you've already spoken with O'Chiever. I am Vicente Valtieri. I provide assignments for all new family members.
Pleasure to meet you, I guess.
Please do not let my appearance unnerve you. The needs and tenets of the Dark Brotherhood come before my own needs as a vampire.
Not always, though, huh?
Now, if you're ready to get to work, I can provide you with your first contract.
Sweet.
Certainly.
Okay, you like me, so you're not going to be sucking my blood. That's good. We'll get onto the contract later, but let's talk to him about Lucian.
When I first joined the family, this sanctuary was controlled by another speaker. Lucian took over when she was killed while fulfilling a contract.
Interesting. Night Mother?
The Night Mother speaks to only one member of the Dark Brotherhood, the Listener of the Black Hand. And when Our Lady speaks, death follows.
Gotcha. Rumors?
The Count of Skingrad is not all he seems. Let's just say I'm not the only one who enjoys his evenings.
Don't worry, we noticed. I hope you guys noticed, because I did, and I probably said it too. Tell me about the sanctuary.
This sanctuary has been here since before even I joined the Dark Brotherhood, and that was 200 years ago.
Alright, vampires, immortal, gotcha. Well, not immortal, but just... Is there another word for someone that lives forever? They can die, but they don't die through old age. I don't know if there's another word for that. Sithis?
Sithis is the darkness of time immemorial. He is no Daedra and dwells not in the realm of Oblivion. No, Sithis is something altogether different.
So that Oblivion book we saw in the abandoned house was just a coincidence then. You're a vampire, by the way.
I was stricken with vampirism 300 years ago, while on an expedition deep into the ashlands of Vardenfell. For nearly 100 years I hunted in secret, until the Dark Brotherhood found me. Now I have a family that accepts and even values my unique gifts. Perhaps in the future, when I feel you have earned the right, I will offer you a chance to become a hunter of the night.
Ooh. Tempting. But, despite all the buffs you get from being a vampire, sun damage is like the biggest inconvenience in the world, so being a vampire pretty much sucks in Oblivion. I think they made it a bit better in Skyrim. I don't really remember. I didn't really play the Dawnguard. Is it Dawn? I think it's Dawnguard DLC in Skyrim before. But I think that experience is better than it is in Oblivion. Alright, let's talk about our first contract.
A contract is a secret pact one enters into with the Dark Brotherhood. They provide us with gold, and we remove someone from existence. A contract is fulfilled by a skilled assassin such as yourself, who keeps the Dark Brotherhood's end of the bargain. So it has always been.
But I'm skilled, apparently.
While carrying out a contract, you may have the opportunity to earn a bonus if certain parameters are met. Now, let's begin, shall we?
Bonuses are good.
I'm not sure how you feel about pirates, but you've got to kill one. A captain, in fact, on his ship, surrounded by his crew. Interested?
I guess so. Yes, I'll accept this contract.
Excellent. Here is what you must do. Go to the waterfront district of the Imperial City. There you will find a ship named the Marie Helena. Board the ship and find its captain, Gaston Tussaud. He'll be in his cabin. Eliminate Tussaud in any manner you see fit. The pirates have been moving a lot of cargo on board lately. You may be able to smuggle yourself on board in one of the packing crates. Oh, and one more thing. Get into the habit of asking your fellow family members about any current contract. Their insight may prove invaluable.
Interesting. So, yeah, that pirate ship is definitely one we've seen a lot. Of course, we did the Thieves Guild questline, so we ended up in the waterfront district quite a lot, and yeah, the pirate ship there is pretty noticeable. But now we actually have to kill the captain, Mr. Tussaud. And one other thing Vicente mentioned, of course, that big tip to talk to our fellow assassins about missions is one of the best parts of the Dark Brotherhood questline. Well, at least in my opinion, anyway. You just get to hear all kinds of different perspectives on the quest you've got. Some people will give you advice, some good, some bad. Some people will just tell you a story. But it's all pretty interesting stuff, and it helps you It helps you have more of that family feel with your family. I mean, of course, it's a bunch of ruthless assassins, but your family nonetheless while you're in the Dark Brotherhood. And I guess we can stop pretending we're not one of them. We are one of them. But yeah, we will definitely be doing that. Tell me about the contract.
As a pirate, Gaston Tussaud has certainly spilled his share of blood. Someone wants revenge, and they've hired us to extract it.
Yeah, see, that wasn't really great advice, but it's his perspective on it.
Dear brother.
It's a nice little amulet you've got there, Vicente. I forgot. I forgot to check the shrouded armor and hood we've been given. Sneak, illusion, marksman, blade, acrobatics, 8 points. Yeah, the problem is though, this shrouded armor is like a full set, so I'll lose the boots, the greaves, gauntlets, cuirass. I'm not sure if I want to give that up. Because realistically, I don't need sneak. I don't need illusion. I don't need marksman. Blade 8 points is nice. Acrobatics 8 points. Don't really need it. Yeah, the blade 8 points is the only thing that would swing it for me, but I don't want to get rid of all these other effects, like the extra strength and endurance, and extra fatigue, extra luck, extra agility, speed. Yeah, I think Shrouded Hood, Sneak, Illusion, Marksman, Blade, Acrobatics, 2 points. Again, the Blade Turn Hood's just too good not to wear. Resist normal weapons, reflect damage, and shield. Very, very useful, so don't think I'm going to be wanting to use it. Alright, well, Vicente, I think... Alright, I'll just chill in your room, Vicente. Keys. Alright, let's talk to... Before we head off, let's talk to Achiever about the contract.
I see you've accepted the contract from Vicente. Very good. With every life you take, Sithis grows stronger and the Brotherhood flourishes.
Who told you that? We literally just had the conversation. I mean, I guess me and Vicente both walked upstairs, so you can probably assume that's what happened. What can you tell me about this contract?
I killed a pirate once. Of course, the ship was out to sea at the time, somewhere between Vardenfell and Solstheim. Now those were the days.
Okay. Not the most useful, but cool to know that Achiever has also
Go now, dear
slain a pirate.
Member, and may the Night Mother wrap you in her cold, loving embrace.
Hey, Dark Guardian, do you have anything to say? Yeah, busy man. I understand. Alright, so there's the living quarters and the training room. Yeah, I got that the right way around. Yeah, I guess everyone's busy doing stuff. So I think we're gonna leave. We had a nice little introduction to the Dark Brotherhood, and we'll do the first contract in the next episode. Who are you? Ganradel. Oh, you're in the Thieves Guild, aren't you?
Any friend of Martin's is a friend of mine. How can I help you?
We went into your house for one of the quests, I think.
Pay attention, and you can learn.
Oh, you train acrobatics. Ooh, that's actually very handy.
Knowledge is power.
And we've got a level up from that too, because the only skills left we have to level up that can level us up are acrobatics and security, so that is very good.
I'm willing to teach if you're willing to learn. Let's get to training. Knowledge is the...
And it's good we ran into her while we were journeymen as well, because if we got further than that, she wouldn't be able to train us. So that is very handy.
Please, go on.
Rumors?
There are some quality books at Machnaz. Just don't catch him when he's in a bad mood.
Alright. Jadenel?
You got your people and you got your dogs. Dogs are loyal and stupid. People are smart and devious. I'll stick with dogs.
Hard to argue with that.
Goodbye.
See, we could just go back into the Dark Brotherhood quarters and sleep, but we are heading back to Battlehorn Castle anyway, so might as well take a nap there, right? Get rid of all this stuff. Get some room for that pirate loot, which hopefully they have. I don't really need the poison apples right now, but they're there if we do need them. Okay, so 5 Tennis, Waters of Oblivion, and Wolf Queen Volume 6. Must remember to add those to my list so I don't read them more than once. Cloth. Silver stuff. Alright. Very, very good. Oh, let's do the level up. There's my lovely bed. Okay, we'll take a +3 on the willpower. We'll take 2 intelligence and 2 agility. Very nice. We made a little bit of progress to the next level, obviously, because we did some more acrobatics training with Ganradel. Oh yeah, we've got marksman as well that we can use, but we don't really use bows and arrows, so I guess if we want to level up, we can start shooting people with bows, but I don't know, I'm not desperate to level up. I think we're at a point where we're already fighting the toughest creatures in the game. No reason to make them any tougher. Alright. We'll end the episode there then. So, we successfully been initiated into the Dark Brotherhood. We killed the old man, Rufio. He tried to get away, but he's an old man. He was never going to get away. We got to explore the Shadenhole Sanctuary. We learned a lot about the history of the Dark Brotherhood. And a lot about their tenets and their processes, their way of doing things, the contracts, talking to other people about contracts to get more information. And we've even received our first contract, which we'll be doing in the next episode. We'll be going to the waterfront district in the Imperial City to go onto the pirate ship for Maria Elena and kill the captain, Gaston Two-Sword, and potentially smuggle ourselves on board with the cargo. And yeah, we'll do that next time. But yeah, this is just the start of a journey of the Dark Brotherhood. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. I've read a lot of books too, as well. That we did. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you soon. Take care, and see ya.